So
that's my miss.
That's your, okay, I was just gonna say. That's
maybe a little bit higher. I think my ball flight, normally it's higher than that one, but that's my miss.
Okay.
Yeah, that sums it up.
So like the main issue we have is that ball curving too far to the right.
Yeah.
When you miss, yeah. And so what I want to be able to do is I'm going to swing back level to the ground, and I'm just going to feel like on the way down and through, and I'll guide you through how to do this. I'm going to swing underneath the plane that I went back on, and I'm going to allow the toe to pass the heel. That should be a left one. Beautiful. See, like that would be a good exaggeration.
That's a draw, actually.
Uh-huh. Beautiful. 272.
And it's instantly longer.
Yeah.
Instantly, like 30 yards plus longer.
All right, guys, what's up? So we just got done with our lesson with Victor. Now we're picking up the video right after we did our analysis. So I walked him through, hey, the club face is too open to the path gets too far to the left. Here's why you're getting your shots. We're kind of picking up right after that part where we're explaining the fixes. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these lesson videos. Let me know down in the comments down below what you think. Would you like to see more of the analysis part? Do you want to just see the drills? Maybe any topics you'd like to see, or just any suggestions you have for these lesson videos as we're still kind of figuring out how we want to do these. Also, if you'd like to come in for a lesson, a live lesson, and be featured in one of these videos, send us an email to service@cogornogolf.com. We'll see if we can figure that out as well. But leave me some suggestions down in the comments down below. And if you're looking to hit your driver farther and straighter, hopefully some of these will help you as well. Enjoy the video. Let's say your club face was open. Let's just pretend it was like this. And I was like, hey, you have to swing from there,
Okay.
right? The only way to get the ball at a target from there would be to swing outside and across, and then so imagine you can't turn it.
Okay.
Just pretend you couldn't turn it. So if it was open, the only way to get to the target would be to swing outside and across, and at one brief moment in time, it's pointed somewhere near the club, the target. If the face was open and you swung in to out, that ball would go way right. So you swinging out to in is more of like you're doing that because the club face is open. So it's fix the face first, fix the path second.
Okay.
That's the deal. So if we just looked at your club here, in fact, let's do this. Let's take your club and let's hold it up in front of you like this, kind of level to the ground. So what a square club face is, would be this toe is right on top of the heel. So that's square.
Yep.
This would be open, toe behind the heel.
Okay.
This would be closed, toe in front of the heel, right? So during your swing, throughout kind of the whole thing, but especially during the downswing, you need to feel like the toe passes the heel more and sooner.
Okay.
So as you kind of swing through, you need to feel like the toe is passing the heel more and sooner.
Okay.
Whereas yours, even though it might not feel like it, the toe stays behind the heel too long on the way through.
This is a feeling that I'm familiar with, like this one.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you turn the club this way, I say like, okay, like this feels natural to me.
Right.
Because I think that's the mistake that I'm making.
Exactly. And that natural feel for you is going to keep producing that curve to the right.
Okay.
So if we want to change that, right, what you just said there's perfect. And if we want to change that, you need to feel like this goes this way, which is going to feel unnatural, but you're going to hit draws instead of fades, and it's going to go farther.
Okay.
Which is good, yeah? So what I want you to be able to do, let me demonstrate one, if you don't mind, I'll have you right back here. What I want you to be able to feel is that you hold the club level to the ground, and this gives me like an easy, I can see the toe on top of the heel, right? That's like very easy for me to see from there.
Yeah.
And so what I want to be able to do is I'm going to swing back level to the ground, and I'm just going to feel like on the way down and through, and I'll guide you through how to do this. I'm going to swing underneath the plane that I went back on, and I'm going to allow the toe to pass the heel. So I'm going to hold it level. I'm going to swing back, kind of just neutral. On my way through, the club's going to be lower than I went back, and I'm going to let the toe pass the heel. So from your angle, it's going to go like this. And on my way through, I'm going to go lower, and I'm going to let the toe pass the heel. So level to the ground, lower, toe past the heel. So when I get through in the follow through, I'm going to feel like the club face is even like pointed down towards the ground.
Okay.
With me? So let's do a couple together. And you can just stand just like this, normal facing the ball where you were. Good. Let's hold that up level to the ground, and we'll just do one together. So you're gonna go back level, come through under that. Now, you see how far the toe is behind the heel there?
Yeah.
You gotta really work to get that way,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
So here, back, under, turn it over. So when you come through, your feeling is like that club face is gonna feel tilted down towards the ground.
Okay.
This is over exaggerated. Toes in front of the heel, like you're rolling your arms over, that's what it's gonna feel like, right? So show me you doing one or two of those. Beautiful job, let's do that again. Awesome, one more. Good, let's go a little faster. Beautiful, same thing, a little faster. Excellent, a little faster. Good. Now, instead of holding it here, let's go to the same spot. Let's lower it down to about here, but feel like you do the same exact thing. So it's back, under, roll it over. Beautiful. Excellent. A little faster. Beautiful. A little faster. Awesome. Let's reset that again. Now, instead of here, let's go a little bit lower, right to about there. Still feeling the same thing. That a baby. Good, one more, a little faster. Good. That should feel like that hook soccer shot,
Yep.
right? Yeah. So we're just doing that with your arms and hands instead of the feet. So now, if you take your normal setup, all we're doing is you're learning how to do it from like this plane, and we're just going to gradually keep going down, 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 until now I'd like you to see that. We're going to do one more level where you're just over top of the ball. So we'll go from right here, and then we'll go down to the ball. So you're still feeling like it's coming under on the way through relative to where
So
it
I
was.
start here, I finish here.
Yeah, you probably finish just above the tee on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so you start just above and still finishes above, but it's still going to feel like it comes under. Yeah, good. Beautiful.
Here.
Good. Now, the timing of this, we're going to go down to where you're going to do it with the tee. The timing of this is going to be important. So like we're going back on a plane, we're coming down slightly underneath it. And then like, when do you start doing that arm rotation, right? And the answer is like right away. So sooner than we think. So in reality, it's happening, you know, kind of through the ball. Mm-hmm. But for our brain, we got to start thinking about that like right away when you start down. So I want you to feel like you start getting that toe passing the heel like immediately as you do the downswing piece.
Okay.
Sooner. Now let's do this one with the tee.
So, like here, and as soon as I start here, like
start twisting it.
like
Yeah.
trying to feel this. Okay.
That's it. Beautiful job. Excellent. So we're going to hit some, and what we got to figure out is how much do I need to exaggerate that, and like how soon do I need to? How much do I got to turn up or down the volume of that? Okay. And so if you overdo a couple where you actually curve some to the left, that would be a good thing, that your brain learned how to go far enough. So if anything, on this one we hit now, I want you to feel like you really do that arm rotation soon and a lot. And if you hit a left one, great. We can always dial that back down. What I don't want to see happen when you're practicing is you just keep doing the same thing. Or just keeps curving right, curving right, curving right.
Yeah, we're doing nothing.
We did nothing, exactly. So give me one more practice round, because I just paused you there, and then we're going to put a ball in there. Under on the way through, toe to the heel. Good. Okay, let's do it. So you feel the same thing, like it's coming a little bit under. Let that rotate over into the follow through. Okay, beauty. Club face angle 1.6, minus 1.6, which means on swing one, you did a nice job there. We took all the curve off, right? Okay. Now your club face is minus 1.6, that's beautiful. But now why does it still pull to the left? Now my club face is square, but my path is still
this way, yeah.
Still that way.
So I turned the wrists, but I didn't like bring it all the way down?
You got it. Okay. You need to have the club moving more in this direction. Now that was one swing. I bet in 100 we'll get that, right? Okay. Right? But I want you to see like there's a net effect right away when you start closing that face sooner and earlier of squaring the club face. And it's not incorrect to feel that like you're manually doing it like that with your arms and hands.
Okay.
In fact, we have to. let's see. Okay, now we're talking. So that would be like if you hit that when you went and played, I'd say, all right, that's good, right? That would be like a fade that we would take.
Yeah.
The face to path was 3.5, so it's better than 8, not as good as 2.
But better than 1.6.
But better than 1.6. So that's probably like an A minus.
Okay.
But good. Now, my club path here, as we start to go to match this, your club path is minus 5.5.
So
which
it's
is
this direction?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So when you're doing this drill and we're feeling like level to the ground and you're coming more under on the way through, that part you have to exaggerate more where it's coming under and working like it's going kind of low and high and to the right. So let's go level to the ground one more time. You go ahead and hold it. So when you make your backswing, go ahead and make your backswing. When you start to come down, this has to feel like it goes under more as it goes over. Now that's like wild exaggeration, but that's like, holy cow.
That's a feeling, yeah.
Yeah, that's how far it needs to feel. I would key in on the arms and hands more than the body, yeah, and start closing that thing sooner. But in terms of the club, itself, you definitely need to feel, go ahead and put your hands on there. You definitely need to feel when you're coming down, like that's going much more under this way.
Okay.
And out in this way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, more and more. So still closing it sooner and that club path working more into out. But those two right away are much better. Closing the face sooner, more under on the way down and through. So pretty good there, less of the curve. So here's a good thing for you when you're like working through this. So these two numbers down here, right?
The club path?
Club path and club face, these are the two main ones we're looking at over here. So now your club path was much better. It was only 1 degree to the left. Whereas normally, right, our club path is 8, 7, 10, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So that was way more in and out. That was beautifully done. Now, what didn't you do is that face to path. Yes. What we didn't do is that face to path. Now, there's a couple ways to do this here. Like, one of the strategies is to just focus on the club face. Keep your club path outside in just for like a little bit. So you really get good at that. You're gonna hit a lot of really solid shots. They're just gonna be straight pulls. But they're not gonna curve, they're gonna go far, and you're gonna hit them solid. Once your brain can close the club face over and over and over, it has a lot of motivation to swing from inside, right? Like we talked about before.
Okay.
If the face is open, you gotta really, really fight. But if you can do what you just did on that last one, that far inside out, but start closing the face sooner, more and sooner, that'd be perfect. Show me a practice one with that. So still way under on the way down, and then close that club face more sooner. Yeah, good. Let's do 3 shots.
Okay.
Where all you're focused on is the hands.
Okay, closing the hands.
Let's get just this face to path. Now these are all gonna go left,
Okay.
right? Which we're okay with. So
just closing the path.
just closing the path. So like overdo it. Sooner than you think, more than you think. Good, that should be low left. Beautiful. Now look at this, right? Face to path, 7 degrees closed. Over exaggerated. Do we want to hit that shot when you go play?
No.
No, but you need to feel how far that feels to get to middle. Very good job. Let's do that again. Over exaggerate one. Over exaggerate closing the face. Beautiful. It's going to be left as well. Excellent job.
But better.
Face to path, 2.1. Okay, we're getting closer. One more. Over exaggerated. Over exaggerate the face left on purpose. Okay, 0.2. So it's under on the way through, toe past the heel. Attaboy, beautiful. One more at that height. Good, just take a half a step towards me. Let's do the same thing, let's just bring it down a touch. Beautiful, good. Under on the way through, toe over the heel. Beautiful job. This is what I'd like you to do when you go play or practice, even like in between shots, just as someone else is hitting. Slowly lower the plane. Yeah, good. Don't be shy about that toe passing the heel. Good. Let's lower it to like just above the golf ball height. Beautiful. Yes, good. A little more closing the face sooner. Path was great. Yeah, a little more closing the face sooner. Beautiful. Okay, let's do that. So the path feels more inside, closing the face sooner. It's like a swing away from perfect. That's close. So there's a ball flight that we would like. If we went to go play and you hit that, I'd say, good shot. I'd give you a fist bump and we'd walk in the cart.
Yeah.
Right? Let's do another one like that. That should be a left one. Beautiful. See, like that would be a good exaggeration.
That's a draw, actually.
Uh-huh. So I get that little speech motivated you there.
Yeah. No, I felt the club coming down here, and I was like, okay, this is making a lot more easier to come this way.
Yeah.
Because if I left the club here, and just like this movement doesn't allow me to go this way.
That's it. So that's a good point. It's not even more about getting your arms and hands behind you.
Yeah.
It's the club head. It's the club head itself. That was beautiful. See, when you go to the practice range, I'd love for you to hit a couple of these in the beginning, just to get a sense of, okay, that's too much. The over exaggeration. That could be good.
Yep. That works.
So that would be excellent. I think that was our longest one of the day.
By far.
Even though the speed's a little lower because I'm crushing with these swings here. But the point with those, the path and face there, that's tight, right? 0.1 path, and you close the face to path. And that feels to you like you're swinging quite a bit inside out, right?
Yeah, like I felt like I was swinging that way to the corner.
And here's what's key. That feel for you is correct and produces neutral, right?
Yep.
So you got to feel 20 to the right to get to 0 today, not forever. That was beautiful. Let's see if you can repeat it now. We have an old saying where I'm from that 1 is lucky, 2 is good. So we'll see if you can repeat that one there. And when you're going to play in practice, I'd be doing a lot of those club above the ground, feeling it coming under, feeling the face closing sooner. Beautiful. 272.
And it's instantly longer.
Yeah.
Instantly, like 30 yards plus longer.
So think about now, like your club path and face are both within that 2 margin we said. So normally when you hit, like if you were going to hit an object and I wanted to like produce the most force, I would want to hit it straight on, right? I want a straight on glance. When your club face is open, you're hitting it like this way.
Yep.
It's like a glancing hit. So even at your same speed, you're losing that 20 yards or so. So when we close the face, now it's like a boom, right? A straight on hit with that. So you can, just by changing that club face angle, really, there is another 20, 30 yards in there.
Okay, let's try to do it.
Attaboy. That's going to be a start left. Good. 274.8. So to me, what's even most important is that you now, like when you hit that one that goes to the right, on the next hole, you should be able to change that.
Okay.
Beautiful job. And those will be your misses in the beginning. Like, because now you're cutting that in half. Okay, it's barely, that's left side of the fairway. That last one's maybe just in the right rough, but they're crushed. Like, we would take those.
Yeah, I would
Right.
take those.
So
Especially here. So
beautiful job on that.